Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a timeless meditation for you. This is meant to serve you whenever you find it, but it is being done in the wake of the solar eclipse that cut through the northern hemisphere of the Americas. So that's a little context for the energy. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. I do give away free readings on or about the first of the year, and thank you to those of you that have participated in that through your comments and your very generous donations. I'm deeply humbled, and moreover, I appreciate your presence here now. The most important thing to my ability to not only deliver these messages to you, but to grow my channel. So I appreciate whatever support you give to me in whatever way you give it. Let's get started, Virgo, with your overall energy, the Hermit card. This is one of your cards. You are characteristically going into a place where you are consulting your own authority. You're looking for answers. You may be recognizing that you need to learn more, that you need the guidance of some inner guide or external factor. This can be you turning to your teachers, your peers, a wise friend, someone who understands who you are and what your purpose is, what you value. But ultimately, this is about shoring up your own authority to do what's best for you and helping others to see the way. So on a traditional deck, the Hermit is on one foot holding the lantern up because the next step is there showing the light to others. So embedded in this is a story about your ability to teach or guide others, to show others the way. In your mind, the Five of Pentacles is about changing your material circumstance. This is in many ways your challenging the expectations of others based on how others determined you, framed your efforts, labeled you, looked at what they believed your capacity was, and determined or forecast opportunities as a result of that. You may have exceeded those expectations in some regard, but you still recognize there's a way in which you are fulfilling the script. You are not flipping the script. You are not challenging the expectations of others. But in many ways, I do see that you may be doing so because you are providing resources for others. You may be having an experience where you are feeling tied to your ability to provide for others as a deterrent from moving beyond this expectation because others rely on you. And the strong sense of responsibility in many ways is restricting you, is limiting you, is not allowing you to pursue something that's important to you or make a change you want to make. In your body, this represents your material circumstances. So here, indeed, you are being validated as a success in some material way. You may have achieved leadership or achievement in some aspect of the work that you do or the social position you hold. Ultimately, this means that you have gained this power by controlling the way you respond to the environment, having determined that you cannot control everything. And that actually is a psychological factor determining this ability to accept the role as provider for others in a way that is you complying with your ability to respond to circumstances in a way that provides and protects others who look to you for that. However, this great sense of the basis of your material conditions is wanting greater, more independent autonomy. And that's where I feel you're coming at in this current situation, despite the reliance of others on you, the resources you provide. You want to be independent of this in some way. You want greater autonomy from this condition of working to serve others exclusively. In your spirit, we have the King of Swords. And this is actually often comes through for you, Virgo, your ability to facilitate a conversation or a negotiation. It looks like you're actually trying to sort out this relationship with those that depend upon you. And this doesn't necessarily mean family members, although it certainly could. This can mean students, this can mean clients, this can mean colleagues that are reliant on a role you play or a skill that you exercise in order to do what they need to do. So there's a way in which you are opening up to a greater conversation, negotiation, or even a discourse in which you are teasing out some of the possibilities, new ideas out there that would give you a greater sense of equity with other members on your team and greater autonomy, the ability to pursue something new, a new idea, a new truth. If this reading is resonating with you so far, Virgo, please like this video, share it with others, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pull the card Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Most appropriate here, as this is really a theme that is straining through both of the Emperor and the Hermit card. And I'm going to pull from the flora and fauna of Africa, the hippopotamus, and the plant that's associated with that is this very sweet and funny looking thing called a grevillea. And the key word is creativity. If you're bored, stir things up. Release emotions and habits that no longer serve you and start something new. And I see you busy trying to find the new thing or a way to start the new thing that is in your heart. I'm going to clarify the Five of Pentacles in the present with the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I do see you in a position to receive a lot of the rewards of your efforts, in fact, your achievement. I see that you, having worked hard, having worked in a way that maximizes your gifts and talents, your capacity, so that you're actually in a flow, in sync with some cycle that is a part of your employment, your work, your effort. And in that way, you're able to amplify or grow something to its maximum capacity. You may be attracting students and clients to services that you provide. You may be building up the body of products or curriculum that you share with others. Whatever it is, you're expanding the place where you already work. At the same time that you recognize that you've gained as much as you can gain from those relationships around you. And in that regard, you are anxious to move on to a new challenge, and you're about gaining your courage to do so. This is not about saying goodbye to loved ones or dismissing important relationships that may well follow you into your next adventure or exploration, but you realize that you are safe and stable here in a way that is denying you the significance to your efforts that you crave. In the past, the Emperor's clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Judgment card. There's a way that you are revisiting your purpose. It seems to me that you have achieved much of the purpose that you set out for yourself in terms of mission, contribution you can make to the larger world, to your community, to your family. But there's a new opportunity to experience this mission, this purpose at a higher level. This is something you were destined to do, and this is something that you are realizing at a new level, that you can expand your contribution in a way that gives you the sense of fulfillment and personal at a more personal or individual level than you are currently experiencing that. It can be taking your organization to a greater, more expansive level. It can be developing a skill that is tangential to the effort or achievement you've made. Because I don't see you abandoning what you're doing entirely. I just see you changing the terms on which you're doing that and integrating what you've been doing with your own personal journey and path of destiny, your own experience of your contribution to the world. Making that bigger and larger is what I'm feeling from this. In the future, the King of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups, and the Temperance card. Wow. Okay, so forgive me for my expletives. I am seeing another side of you here, where you're all practical and work focused on this side and straining towards your freedom. It's because you've opened up to qualities that have needed to be kept at bay in many ways here. Although you are working from a place of fulfillment in your work towards your purpose, there is a personal experience that you are sorting through, you're allowing yourself to look at, to learn from, that is informing your desire to move off into more autonomy, to elevating, integrating these qualities of your imagination, your creativity at a personal level into what you do. And this has come as part of a very long process of patience, of harmonizing and balancing your resources and your talents, your opportunities and your skills. This has been a lifetime effort that is intended to elevate the best part of you so that that is what is on offer. And in order to do that, you've had to fill yourself up. And filling yourself up has been difficult when you have been giving to so many. It's not that you're depleted, it's that this side of you needs more space to bring this to a fuller level of achievement and accomplishment. So this effort at balance has required years and years of hard work. You're still in the process. You may be simply now seeing, you may have felt the rub for many years. You may have felt yourself trapped in this place of the expectation of others, fulfilling the job, doing the job well, doing the job carefully that so many others depend on. And that has formed a kind of vice that has been difficult to get out of. And my sense is that the rub of that has inspired you to count up your achievements, to make sure that you are secure and stable, and to thus move on to greater achievement. And this is a process that takes an incredible amount of time to get to. And I sense that you're working towards this way in which you are weighing out your experiences, the range of experiences, and really understanding not only what you've gained from those experiences, but how to improve upon your facility, your love, your comfort with working in conflict and in peace, so that the things that have been difficult and challenging, the ways in which you've suppressed your energies, are things that you understand are not only holding you back, but are the very things that can help you to move forward, to launch you forward. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Wow. So yeah, you're finally allowing yourself to be in the zone to fulfill the all of your dreams. And by that, I don't mean that you're going to get everything you want. What that means is that you feel supported in your work, at your home, in your relationships, in your own practice. You've cultivated the habits and resources that allow you to share what you've learned and to gain the wisdom and the support from others that you also deserve. This is coming because now that you're in this place of interacting with your feelings, your emotions, that includes your imagination and your creativity, your playfulness, and your phenomenal humor, you are experiencing a whole rebirth, a whole new zone. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if people are frequently commenting to you that you're different. They're experiencing a lighter, more playful, more energized experience of you. I'm also going to clarify the Temperance here with the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. This is interesting because it's showing me that your goal, this portal of happiness, growth, commitment to relationships that support you, to opportunities, environment that lift you up, that recognize and see the whole of you, is something you're willing to work at. You understand that this new level of life, something you haven't experienced before, is going to take some work. You recognize you're far from whole in the present moment, completely whole, but now you have the vision of that. You have the openness of heart to work towards that, to negotiate that, to play with that, to make sure that you're on the same page with your most significant relationships, that your team supplies you with both the instruction and information that you provide regarding your expertise. I'm going to finish this reading, Virgo, with a crystal oracle and hope that you've gained something from this and that you will comment below as you feel moved to do so. And I pull the Ocean Jasper, and the key words are schedule yourself in. I love that. Yes, this big explosion of your heart, your healing, your love, your creativity, your growth, your talent. Many of you have been cloaking a talent in your work. Is required that you prioritize that, put that first, as necessary to grow what you've already achieved even more fully. Thank you, Virgo, for this lovely reading. Until next time, namaste.